Division II, though, is one of the most hard-hitting and most ferocious leagues in Texas high school football. And teams coming out of District 9 are well-seasoned headed into the playoffs, like the Hamshire-Fannett Longhorns.
Yeah, of course, Hampshire, of course, they got the 3 seed in this district. We've seen it before where, look, teams from this district, they can survive a few rounds to the playoffs because of the talent they face throughout the entire district. It is tough. When you face that gauntlet, it's going to help you prepare you for playoff play there.
It is absolutely true. When you face a team like a Silsbee Tigers and a West Orange Stark Mustangs, teams like that, they can get after you and get after you fast. It can be tough, but this is one of their potent weapons on this offense. Blake Broussard just mangling his way into the end zone there. Of course, you got to give thanks to the man above for the touchdown there. He's got the Jets. Follow your blockers, man. And hey, why don't we do it again? This time we're going to roll out right, looking deep downfield, and this one is caught there by the senior Malachi Adams to set up the offense, which of course eventually sets up for a Jesus Sandoval field goal attempt. This one is up, and it is through to get the Horns up to 9 points at the time. And the final play of the half at the time, little screen pass to Adams, who's doing everything he can to just evade would-be tacklers, try to find an angle and get to the end zone, but would eventually get caught up and go down by the Cougars there. A swarm of Cougars would get to him. No pitch-woo-woo action there. Shout out Scott Van Pelt, obviously. This one, I think I'll let you.
It got wild. This was, you had a late in the game, a pick 6. You had some late touchdowns, but every time Hamshire-Fannett would get them within 3, Lamarck would score again. They would lose by 3, 35-32. But what an effort! My brother saw his highlights there. He mentioned that. Look, the fourth quarter, it was led by a bunch of freshmen and sophomores that were leading the charge. So that tells you that next couple of years, this Hamshire-Fannett team is going to be really, really good. But a lot of heart, great effort by them. Almost pulled it off.
Yeah, Hampshire got a lot of youth, right? And it showed, but I think it just shows the ability of Coach Wagner as well and his leadership and what he shows with this team, being able to lead such a young group. I know they went the whole story of the underclassmen going 9-0 with the JV and all that, but who cares? You got to go out there and win football games, right? And they did really well this season, and they will be back next year. Excited to see what the kind of steps they take forward.
It's going to be a really good 26 season for them next year.
But they didn't win the district. Who did was the West Orange Stark Mustangs.